Hi, Josh here from the Core Marketing Group. Today I'd like to talk to you about 7 common mistakes made on small business websites and how you can fix them. The first mistake is broken or dead links. It's very frustrating to go to a website, click on a link, and you get that error page not found. Don't make it frustrating for your customers. Review your website thoroughly before approving or posting it. Check every single link. Sometimes a link on one page might work and on the next page it might not. So be sure to look it over completely. I always suggest having a friend or somebody who's not involved in making the website to look it over, go through the links. Sometimes they'll find a mistake that you just don't see because you're so close to the project. The second mistake is poor grammar and spelling. Stuff like that sticks out like a sore thumb, especially to your visitors, and it makes you look incompetent and a little unprofessional. I suggest typing up any of your web copy in Word or a word processor before putting it on your website. That way you can run through spell check, and Word is nice because it also has a grammar check. It doesn't catch everything, but most of the stuff that you don't notice right off the bat, it might catch. The third mistake, and it's a pretty common one, is using bad photos. The photos on your website are the face of your company to the visitors. A good rule of thumb is to never use photos from your cell phone, even if it's a high megapixel count or you think they look really good. They aren't. Take the time, get a nice digital camera, or just hire a professional. If you do take the photos yourself, make sure you reduce them in size and do any touch-ups using photo editing software such as Photoshop or Photoshop Elements. Those two you'll have to pay for, but there are some free options online. And remember, Instagram is not photo editing software. The fourth mistake is bad layout. Don't make it confusing for your customers to visit your website. Make it easy for them. A bad layout can become frustrating for a visitor. So think logically and put things in the place where you would expect to find it. This goes right along with the next mistake, and that is inconsistency and lack of planning. Pick a style and stick with it. Don't move stuff around on every single page, especially the navigation. That should be stuck in the same spot on every page of your website. Sometimes after designing a few pages, you'll realize that the original layout doesn't work. A great way to avoid this is to collect everything you'll need for the website right off the bat. And that way, you're building the website for the content, not the content for the website. The sixth mistake is not using useful information. As a small business owner, I'm sure you know your industry inside and out, but your customer doesn't. And they don't really need to. You can go through your website and explain everything that you know. But if your customer knew everything you knew, they'd be your competitor, not your customer. A customer doesn't need to read a 1,000-word essay on the history of welding. That's what Wikipedia is for. They just need to know why they should pick you as their welder. If you want to share all that information, that's great, but try to keep it simple and concise and make it a plug for your business. For example, talk about the history of welding and how your company has advanced technology while still keeping in touch with tradition. The seventh and last tip is something that a lot of people don't notice, but it's very critical for search engines and very critical for visitors. It's bad title tags and bad descriptions. Your title on your website should say something like Chuck's Welding Service, something simple like that that's descriptive, has your company name in it. But most online site builders use my web page, welcome to my website, page number 123. It's important to change that because that's what shows up at the top of your browser window. And that's what customers see when they're flipping through tabs or windows in their browser. Little side note, title tags are a great way to incorporate SEO, so take advantage and use some of those search terms. A good title for your website has your company name, a description of what you do, and your location. For example, Chuck's Welding Service, Fabrication and Repairs, Austin, Texas. That way, when a visitor searches for welding fabrication in Austin, it's a good chance you're going to show up. If you have any questions on anything I talked about today, you can always find us on Twitter and Facebook. You can send us an email or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you need some help fixing mistakes on your small business website, give us a buzz. We'd be happy to help. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.